Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Girema Kwari. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Continue sharing my videos, continue commenting. And also those who have not yet subscribed, kindly do so. It is for free. Just do me that favor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am Girema Kwari. We move from country to country, seeking for greener pastures. Where we see that the pastures are brown, we can move to another country if a door opens. Yeah, that's it. That's life for us. We did not have this spirit from the beginning. We were baptized with this spirit in Lesotho. One day I will tell you of how we got this spirit of becoming fearless. You just look for any opportunity, you grab it. So today I want to tell you about life there in Lesotho, in our one room, and also how we got our first house in Lesotho. So we were staying in a stone house. It was called stone house because it was a house made up of stones. So my husband was given one room in that stone house. We were staying in our one room with a bed, with Chinese plastic wardrobes, those temporary wardrobes, which had a problem of collapsing if you put many clothes. They do like this, and it can collapse completely. Yeah, there's the wardrobes. That was the one we were using, but I think that one was better. Unlike now, where we are putting our clothes in bags, whether it suits who is nice clothes, you take your clothes from the bags. That's life for us. We work with what is there. Once you have chosen this path, you should just develop a thick skin. You work with what is there at any given moment. You see here where I am. This is the only place I can stay and do my things when I'm here. Because you see this is the bathroom. If I try to go there, there is no space. If I go there, that's a bed. Here it's a gas heater. That's life for us. We work with what is there. We work with what is there. Yeah, that's life. So in our one room in Lesotho, we also had a gas heater. Since Lesotho is cold in winter, it can also snow there. And also we were using gas stove because using electricity is considered to be expensive. And also, yeah, that's it. We had friends, Zimbabwean friends, those from DRC, and also Basotho friends, and they would visit us in that one room of ours. We didn't have chairs enough for them to sit. Sometimes we would sit on that bed, we watch TV, we talk. I will tell you about how we were baptized with the spirit of moving, of becoming fearless. You just move from country to country. In the beginning, we did not have this spirit. We were baptized in Lesotho by certain friends we met there. So one day, I was preparing to go to Zimbabwe. So it was around 5:30 p.m. As I was approaching home, I saw a lady who was seated by a tree, which was in front of that stone house. And I greeted her and then entered my room. After some minutes, she knocked and she entered. And then she told me that she was from Zambia. And remember, it was evening. She was from Zambia and she was looking for old friends who were pastors. They were together in South Africa and they had moved to Lesotho. So she could not remember very well where they were staying in Lesotho. She asked people at the hospital, but nobody knew about those pastors. So she was referred to Stonehouse because they said there are some foreigners who are staying there. So I asked her to show me the passport. Yeah, I saw the passport and it was stamped. So I gave her back a passport, and I told her that don't worry, you will sleep here. Don't worry. Don't worry about where to sleep and what. Don't worry. And then I called my husband. I told him that we had a visitor from Zambia. And then he reminded me that there was a Zambian pastor who was staying in National University of Lesotho. So we were supposed to also ask him about those pastors. So before my husband came, I then thought of this doctor who was from DRC, who was single, who had a house, because that one had a full house. So I then thought of her and say, if I can go and ask for her to at least give my visitor a shelter for sleeping, she can help us. So I went there. I introduced her to that doctor. And you know what? Surprisingly, when they started asking, where do you stay in Zambia? This one in DRC. They got to know each other. They started talking now in the language within they use on that border of Zambia and DRC. They started talking and talking. I was now like, I'm now the stranger now. And then she said, no problem, she can come and sleep. They talked and talked. It was fine. Everything was fine. And then I had to take my visitor back home so that we could make supper and eat. So when my husband came, everything was fine, and we talked with her. We talked. I cannot remember even what we were talking about. But what I remember is we were talking like we had known each other for a long time, or we were friends. Everything was fine for us. So this lady was with a Bible, and she was also looking like, I think she was also a pastor, this lady. She did not tell us, but you could feel it that this woman is a woman of God, is prayerful. She was very friendly. You could feel even in the house that, we are really blessed in this room. So then my husband called this pastor who was in National University of Lesotho to ask about this pastor, the pastor she was referring to. And surprisingly, that pastor said, I know them. Their child is here at the university. I will give you the number. Tomorrow morning I will take you so that you can see the child. We said, God, thank you. Thank you, Lord, thank you. And she was very happy. She was very happy. So we talked. And for me, even if that doctor, the doctor from Congo, had not agreed to offer a place to sleep, for me it was not a problem. You know, as Africans, sometimes we do not care. Even though we had our one blanket and just 2 sheets, it was not a problem for us. I don't know how we were going to sleep, but what matters is we had a roof. So it was not a problem also, but I thank God that at least this one, a lady from Congo, offered to help. So she had to go and sleep there, and everything was sorted because tomorrow morning she was to go and see that pastor. So what happened is, it did not take us 2 months, if it's not 1 month, for us to be told that somebody who was working at the university, I don't know whether that person retired, and he was the one who was staying at a house which was a bit big. It was a house. because that house had 2 rooms, 2 bedrooms, a spacious lounge, and a kitchen. So what happened is there was a crisis of houses, accommodation at that hospital. But you know what? My husband was the one who was given that house. That's how we got a house in Lesotho, a spacious house where we could freely have visitors. That house was big. It was good for us. How did it happen? Of all the people they chose to give us, you know that Zambian lady, she did something. That Zambian lady, I think she prayed. I think she prayed and said, because of the warmth she received, I think she prayed and said, if these people are like this, I was going to sleep outside there, but they welcomed me. So that Zambian lady, she prayed, and I think she said, God, these people should not continue staying in such a tiny room. If they are welcoming like this, something happened. Something happened. Something happened. That woman was very prayerful. I could feel it. And she was someone, there are people who are like, once they enter your room, you just become joyous, you just feel good. That was that woman. So that's how we got a house in Lesotho. Through that experience, that's how we got a house. We opened our tiny one room to that stranger from Zambia. That's it. That's all I can say. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Next time, I don't know, maybe I'll be talking about how we were baptized with this spirit of moving from place to place. I don't know. But see you next time. Goodbye. Thank you.